Okay, so today is 8 DPO tonight, so it's officially 8 DPO tonight around 7:30 or so, and I'll explain how I figured that out. Yeah, there's a lot of footage before this, and I am not going to show it because it's pretty much a whole lot of nothing, and I'll let you know what's going on with that in just a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and cover this. I'm going to set the timer for 3 minutes, and I'll be back to explain what's going on. Okay, so just to summarize what's been going on, rather than show you a whole lot of nothing, I was confused about when I actually ovulated, or I felt like I almost ovulated twice, but I wasn't sure because I had a sharp stab on Saturday night, October 24th, and that's when I started my surge. Well, all day Sunday I thought might be day one. Then on Monday night, I felt some like overall aching in my area, in the uterine area and ovaries, and I thought, what's going on? It's so funny how when you're distracted, you're not really focused on it, you're like taken by surprise. And then I realized, oh my gosh, am I ovulating now? And sure enough, had a huge release out of my right ovary. Like, it was like my mind always puts pictures to things that happen to me, and so it's like I visualize stuff as it happens. And it was like the sliding, I could feel a sliding. It was weird. Anyway, so I'm like, wow, did I ovulate then? Well, so then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So on Thursday, that would have been 5 DPO if I had ovulated Saturday. I thought, I'm just gonna take a test just to get it out of my system for fun. Well, at 10 minutes, it was grainy, and that was on the Walmart 88-cent one. And Hannah put that in the garbage. And so, I got all excited, so I took a first response, and I could barely see a line. So then I'm like, that's impossible at 3 DPO, so I've got to be 5 DPO from Saturday. Well, that line kind of never changed, and then it was barely visible. And I know that even though they're all the same brand and type, not every test is going to be exactly like the other one because it's a different test. Anyway, so I've decided that I'm going to say that ovulation was truly Monday. I know that was an ovulation. I know that was ovulation. So it's just that I've been confused about why did I have what I think was a positive on Thursday, what would have been just 3 DPO, because that's pretty much, that's impossible. So I'm not gonna, anyway, so here I am at 8 DPO tonight. It is 8. This is first morning urine. I've decided to strictly do first morning urine because I always like to do second morning. This is first morning, and I'll show you really quick yesterday's first morning. So it's 24 hours old. You're not going to see much, if anything at all. You're probably not even going to see it, and it's that shadow of a line. And so I know that it's barely there. Question is it going to get darker, or is it just going to never develop and me never have anything at all? So it'll be 8 DPO tonight. So this is 7.5 DPO urine, first morning urine. But first, let me show you the other one real quick. So like I said, you're not going to see it. Barely. Oh, actually, well, that actually is showing up. Sometimes I feel like I'm hallucinating, but if you can see that, that's pretty cool. But see, I can see it through I don't know why I can see it better. Well, anyway, I do see it. I don't know if you can. So let's just get on with it. This is my first morning urine. However, it sat for 2 hours. I don't know if that matters or makes a difference. I should look that up sometime. I was gonna do that too. Saw a girl the other day. She was doing a friend's urine, so it had probably sat for a while and she stirred it. I don't know if that makes a difference. Oh, I'm tired of disappointment. I'm tired of this. All right, so this is 7.5 DPO. Oh, by the way, I did a little looking online last night, and I discovered that Wandfo, that comes in a 25 pack, detects it at HCG of 10. So I went ahead and bought those. So whether this cycle is a total bust, I'm gonna at least have them for next time. So let's take a look. Yeah. So I can barely see it. At least it's there. At least it's there. I'm so tired of chemical pregnancies. I am so tired of it. And this is so pointless. And I'm tired of the lighting in this bathroom. So sick of that. So sick of the lighting in this bathroom. So it's barely there. And again, I'm 7.5 DPO. And the only thing that I find comfort in is that I'm starting to wonder if my blazing positives at 5 DPO and 6 DPO this last time, maybe that was a bad thing because, see there, you can kind of see it. Can you see that? Maybe that was a bad thing because maybe that meant the cells were just out of control and ultimately resulted in a very unhealthy, unstable, here's a better, can you see that now? That resulted in such a, like an abnormal embryo. But the fact that this is there, see it's there? Maybe that's a good sign. Anyway, the Wandfo come, I mean, by then I'll have my answer because it'll be like 10 DPO. So at 10 DPO, so this is 7.5 DPO. So I still have hope that this could get darker. I have had no signs. I have had no signs of what I've decided to call rejection cramps. So I'm 8 DPO. So last 8 DPO, when I came down in the morning, I had horrific pain. Like the thought of 911 came into my mind. That's how bad it was. And it lasted maybe 10 minutes and then it was gone. And I knew at that point it was totally over, totally over. And it was 7 DPO where the line was a little bit faded. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. And then, so this is 24 hours and, you know, supposed to double every 2 to 3 days. Also saw a really encouraging video. Well, I looked it up a long time ago about a normal viable pregnancy can still only go up 60% every 3 days and still be normal and healthy. And then I saw a video of an infertility specialist confirm that, well, he said 53% and still be a viable, healthy pregnancy. 53% every 3 days. So that was really encouraging for me. So, but if it were to go like Hannah's, tomorrow is 9 DPO, and I feel like tomorrow is going to be pretty official whether or not this thing is going to progress or if this is another washout. And every time I'm like, that's it, I'm done. I can't live like this anymore. I can't do this anymore. And then I look into Hannah's face and I'm like, I want you to have a brother or sister. What would it be like to have another one of you? And it just keeps me going. So I'm just gonna keep going. I mean, may as well. This is the only time in my life that I get to pursue this with the possibility of having a baby. So I'm just gonna keep going. And I'll see you back at 9. Well, it'll be 8.5 DPO. I hate ovulating at night. It just totally ruins everything. All right, I'll be back. Okay, sorry I'm looking a little rough. Today, first of all, let me just say once again, I absolutely hate ovulating at night. It just makes this whole thing so much longer. Anyway, today's only today's 9 DPO, but I'm technically 8.5. I'm 8 DPO in 12 hours, and I'm not officially 9 DPO until tonight around 7:30, or give or take, because that's when that intense pain in ovulation happened last Monday, or the Monday before last, because now it's Wednesday. And anyway, I took another first response. It's my last first response, and I refuse to buy any more first response. I'm tired of, one thing that really turns my stomach is all of these chemical pregnancies and spending all this money on first response just to watch the line disappear. So I'm excited about the Wand Faux for next cycle. Basically what I'm saying is this is another chemical pregnancy. I've already cried about it. I was so angry and mad just all day yesterday, just so crabby because I'm sick of this. I am so sick of it. Today I'm trying to pick myself back up, trying to get positive for the next cycle. Hannah and I are going into Walmart. I'm gonna get DHEA again because I quit taking that like 2 months ago. I just ran out and never got any more. And oh, and I ran out of CoQ10 3 days before ovulation. But my husband's like, you can't seriously blame the supplements. Like, the supplements are good and support everything, and I love supplements and I totally believe in the supplements. But I mean, I faithfully, I did not miss one CoQ10 pill for 6 months, and I was taking 800 milligrams a day. And to think that 3 days before this ovulation ruined everything, you know, like, whatever. So anyway, I took the last first response just to get rid of it, which is dumb and wasteful, but I just wanted it to be over. I wanted to see the complete blank window. I wanted it to just be I wanted it to be as white as this countertop, and frickin' line is still there. So I know this is not progressing, but the line is still there. I'll show it to you, and then I'll probably take a Wand Faux. It's such a weird name. Tomorrow, when it comes, and fully expect my period to show up on Sunday. But I'm excited to be, you know, I quit working out. We moved, and all this stress of moving, getting sick. I was totally sick for the last 2 weeks. And all that stress, I think, is what pushed my ovulation to day 16, which is ridiculously late. So I'm either ridiculously early or ridiculously late. So anyway, I'll show the test, and I'll follow up with my final negative results. Okay, so it is 10 DPO. This is first morning urine, so it's 9.5 DPO. And my Wand Faux came in, and so I went ahead and dipped one in the morning urine I had from this morning. And so it sat around for 8 hours. I don't know if that matters or makes a difference, because either way, I mean, it's totally negative. I knew it would be. So, and last week I had the slightest positive on a first response. So I'm calling it chemical pregnancy number 9. And I was really bummed, of course, and starting to get excited again because I just can't give up. So, at least until all my money runs out. So anyway, so I'm planning on buying, so now my donor only has IUI vials left, which totally work, and it's just fine. So I'm going to wait till my period starts, which it should start on Sunday. Today's Thursday, and so as soon as it starts, then I will go ahead and order the sperm, and we'll just try this again and again and again and again. So I'm not giving up hope. Part of me wants to have a cutoff deadline of, like, if it doesn't happen by the end of December, I'm calling it quits. So And then it's like almost like gambling, where it's like, what if that very next egg in January was the one? I hate this. I hate this so much. Anyway, but that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all of your comments and everything. I really appreciate it. And please leave a comment down below if you are experiencing something similar, if not the same thing. It's really encouraging to me to hear that. I mean, I don't want anybody else to be going through this, but it's, obviously, but it's encouraging to know that I'm not alone in this either. Anyway, if you like it, please like it and subscribe if you want to see more of this. We'll just do this together. All right, thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye. I totally forgot to show you the results. Here are the results. This strip is so small, I feel like I'm trying to read a toothpick. But anyway, so there it is. Very, 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 very negative. I almost feel like I can see just the shadow of where it would be, only, you know, as it has declined. Because this is at a sensitivity of 10, which is awesome. That's why I've never buy these, because I didn't know that they came in a sensitivity as sensitive as 10, because I thought, why would I bother? That's a good. Why would I bother with strips that do 25, even though the Walmart do it at 20, but you know, why would I bother with 25 when, see where you can kind of see where it would be. Anyway, I'm not playing those games. I am out this month, but that's okay. We will, the glory of it all is that we'll get to try again next month, or in 2 weeks. So that's cool. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, I can kind of see where it would be. Alrighty. Gosh, these are tiny. Look how tiny that is. I'm gonna get a toothpick and compare. Good grief. All right. That's it. Thank you so much. And I'll see you again soon.